Hey folks, it's JediPsychTricks, and I am back in Boyfriend Dungeon because I wanted to talk about relationship models. I was thinking about that the last time I was playing, and so I thought I might as well play again and talk about those models while we date some more swords and see some more handsome folk. I believe that there are people I haven't met yet. So here we are, and this is, I believe, the game that I was playing on stream last time. Yes, I only have one zine. It absolutely is the game that I was playing on stream. So we had just finished at a barbecue, I think. Yes, we had just finished at the barbecue and met Jonah and had been interrupted by Eric. So let's take a look. It was very nice to meet Jonah, who is out of town for the rest of the summer. Aw, sad face. Yeah, maybe we can someday. I am so sorry. If you ever come back to town in the fall, maybe I can show you some surfing spots on the island. Which island? Am I on an island? Oh, okay. Verona Island. I'm at Verona Beach, and the ferry's under repairs. And so thanks. I hope you have a great summer wherever it is you're going to be too. I think we'll meet again somehow sooner than we think. Okay, that's somewhat creepy. And my cousin Jesse. How was the barbecue? So romantic, right? Nah. Definitely don't want to say none of your business. I wanted a better answer than that. I've tried my best. You seem like you're happy. You've met some great folks, gone on some great dates. I think I can back off and let you do the thing for summer. Is that okay? No, I wanna play the field because it's going to help. More dates, please. Okay, keep an eye out, but no promises. I've got problems of my own, you know. Hey, Jesse, don't leave me. Problems of your own? What sort of attitude is that? You're the one who made me want to date. What am I wearing? Let's get dressed before we get going. I want to actually, I don't want to wear a hat. Let's change our outfit to this one? No, that's too fancy for dunging. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. So let's go see. I don't remember what we were in the middle of in terms of dates. I just remember what we had just done in terms of going to the barbecue. So I'm going to run around town for a little bit and use this opportunity to talk a little bit about relationships and the research that we have on relationships. So I'm going to go trade with this guy, finding time in my busy life. Ooh, I wonder if we can go to the ballet. That's where I'm going to go. So when I was playing this game, it got me thinking about how you're selecting your partner in this game and sort of the way that you go through almost like a set of filters where you're trying to figure out who it is that you ultimately want to date. I don't have this yet, and I don't have opera tickets. I'm going to go get money. So as you're trying to figure out things like who you want to date and which sword you're uh, really favoring, you see that you're making these decisions and it feels really superficial, but it actually falls in line with some of the research that looks at how we develop relationships and how we try to pick a person. And so one of the theories, and I only want to talk about one of them, is known as social exchange theory. And that's the one that I want to talk about. And I'll go with Valeria. First floor for now. Got to get back in practice. So social exchange theory assumes that we have a very sort of rational and reasonable process, but one that is very economic in nature.
Well, here we go.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Had to find the thing. It's sort of economic in nature where and it's actually these theories come from economics. And the idea is that when we are trying to find someone to have a relationship with, that we undergo this process where we first figure out what we bring to the table and then figure out what they bring to the table. And that is, we know our own value. If you ever heard the phrase "know your worth," social exchange theorists will be all about that. And it's not has to do with financial value. Knowing your worth is knowing how good of a catch you are, knowing what you can bargain with in terms of relationships, and what you literally bring to the table. And social exchange theorists suggest that we know what we bring to the table. We know our worth, and then what we try to do is find somebody who has equal worth to us, equal or better, right? We're willing to trade up um, in that regard. So if you've ever seen, and that we assume others do too, by the by. So we don't assume that this is some nefarious thing that we do that people that we're not proud of. That we assume that other people do that as well. And so it's a very sort of rational model where you can think about it as like going to the grocery store. We, if you imagine picking up a partner, a potential partner, and this is both friends and romantic partnerships, which I also think makes this a very good game to use as an example, since you can nurture platonic friendships, which is good because I'm going to try to nurture some platonic friendships at least so that I don't upset everybody. And so they suggest that we do this with all of our relationships, and that is that we come to an understanding with ourselves of what we bring to the table. How good of a catch are we? Um, and the sorts of commodities that matter are things like attractiveness and wealth and personality. And we generally know what our commodities are that we have to exchange. Give me a second. I'm going to get some massages, I think, with Valeria. So let's see. We have time for a little self-indulgence. Yeah. We sit in the massage chairs. They vibrate and knead our back. Oh, that feels good. Too soon it's over, but we feel more relaxed. Would I like to offer a gift? Do I have a gift she'd like? Vodka or raspberry liqueur? No, I don't. So yes, I'm sure no gift. Sorry, Valeria, but I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Do you think the monsters use massage chairs to relax when they are not fighting? Yeah, definitely. She laughs to herself. All those weird vertebrae need special massage expertise, I'm sure. Until we chop them up, let's go again. Oh, look, I got hearts. That's wonderful. I'm going for hearts. So, where was I? Oh, commodities. What sort of commodities we have? So, the sorts of commodities that folks bring to the table, you can bring things like your relative level of wealth. You can bring things like your having an affable personality. Could be a commodity that someone brings to the table. I have no clue where I'm going. Uh, you could bring attractiveness to the table. And in fact, the theory proposes that depending on who it is, that we are looking for different commodities in others as well. So, for example, there's research out there that suggests that when you survey men and women on what they are looking for in relationships, men are more likely to mention and potentially emphasize physical attractiveness, whereas women are more likely to mention looking for financial stability. And a lot of us these days, we won't say it outright, but you can see it in other ways as well. That we intuitively understand that these are the things that, at least in heterosexual couples, um, members of each sex value. So when you look at things like what people are putting in classified ads in the love pages, essentially, or putting in their Match.com profile. And that's what they've actually done. They've done an assessment of things like folks' Match.com profile and looked at how frequently various things were mentioned. And it turns out that when women post up on a Match.com, again, heterosexual women post on a Match.com profile, they're often mentioning physical looks in some way, talking about what they look like, putting up a picture that shows a particularly flattering view of themselves, offering up physical attractiveness functionally as what they have to trade with. Uh, and then what you see in men's profiles is they're much more likely to do things like mention their job and their stability. And if they list what they're looking for, women are more likely to mention that they're looking for things like someone with a stable job, and men are more likely to mention that they are looking for or seeking something that has to do with physical attractiveness, among other things. Oh yeah, it does almost look like a normal mall now because I beat up all the monsters that show up because my psyche is messed up. Um, So interestingly as well, even if we wouldn't necessarily acknowledge it or we're not actively thinking about it, we all seem to intuitively know how good of a catch we are and what we bring to the table and how much we bring to the table. And you can actually see that because people tend to seek out and pair off with partners who are equally as good of a catch as they are. and are more likely to ask out somebody who they think is within their league, right? And even these phrases that we can use to communicate this show that intuitive cultural understanding um, that these things matter when it comes to relationships, whether we would like them to or not.
Huh?
So now we have Valeria who says this is reminiscent of Steinlen, but even more poppy and mainstream. Probably just a lazy knockoff, but it's possible the artist is knowingly commenting on the commercial placement. It'd be nice if the piece were both pretty and honest. They're both important components, wouldn't you say, in art? I prefer honesty, really. I prefer honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Same here. I'm going to hold to that, you know. You and me, we're doomed if you're a liar, even just as friends. I guess we'll find out sooner or later. Would you like to offer a gift? No, I don't have a gift. I'm not a liar. I'm just Jedi. So that's good. Because I don't want to get on the bad side of a dagger of all things, right? That irony. I think the game makes the joke about being stabbed in the back, and it being ironic for a dagger. So I'm not going to steal that joke, but yes, I am because I just did. Because I bring to the table stealing other people's jokes, among other things. So yeah, so we have this general intuitive understanding of, oh, I missed a room, of how good of a catch we are. And then we are more likely to pursue individuals who we think are an equally good catch to ourselves. Uh, and there are some really sort of common and acknowledged trade offs in this process. So if you imagine that you see someone, for instance, a very attractive woman with a really unattractive man, a lot of people will say something like, oh man, I bet he has money. And that assumption, even if you then correct it mentally, right, and think, oh, well, that's not all that might happen, the fact that that assumption is what instantly comes to mind lends some credence to the idea that we, at least on some level, are using this idea of social exchange to explain how and why relationships happen, and that this trade off is something that we understand and endorse. So that if we have that, hey Red Fighter, how's it going? We are talking about relationships today. Ah, there we go. Whoops, no, right now we're fighting my insecurities, of which I have many. So, where were we? So we talked about social exchange and how that commodity view works, and one of the things that I wanted to talk about because it's relevant to these relationships here are what the process looks like, and then to also apply that here. So if we think about commodities, let's start there. Think about commodities in the context of this game. Uh, Even just the fact that, okay, some of us are wielders and some of us are weapons. Well, not us, I'm not a weapon, but that some people are wielders and others are weapons, and what people bring to the table are their ability to wield or their ability to be a weapon. That in and of itself has a bit of a commodity viewpoint to it, or a commodity stance to it, that social exchange theorists would definitely endorse as that understanding of what you bring to the table. And at one point in the, oops, I didn't want to do that. So first, let's go ice skating. Never quite got the hang of ice skating. It's fun, don't get me wrong. I just fall out a lot. You can hang on to me. Are you sure? I'd hate to bring you down with me. We can fall together. It's okay. She's clinging to my elbow, putting one foot in front of the other. I'm sorry, I should not sing on there. Faster. Oh, wait, how do I stop? We stop by falling down. Oh, I helped her regain her bearing. Balance. She's beaming. She's so happy. I do not have a gift, but I'm so glad she's
Thanks.
happy. She had fun. Oh, look, I'm developing my relationship with Valeria, who, at one point, says that she doesn't trust us, but she does kind of need the money, so she may very well uh, come and dunge with us, right? So she's very open about this idea that I may very well use you for the opportunity to earn some money, and we're surprisingly okay with that. And that makes sense in terms of social exchange theory, because you would expect that people know what they bring to the table and are willing to, at least on some level, acknowledge it and utilize those assets. And that really seems to be what she's doing. She knows that she brings to the table being a weapon and acknowledges that, and then says, and I need something, and so we'll do this, and is very honest about it. And she did actually just, whoa, I didn't realize that was going to happen. She is really honest about it, and just told us that she prefers honesty above all things. So I guess it's not really surprising that she's honest about it. Yeah. Challenge me. Set on fire, folks. Gotta focus now. Yeah. You don't need to swear. Don't worry, I got this. I got this. Yes, Red Fighter, I go kapow. All sorts of plowy wowies as I kill all of these guys and mash my buttons, because I am a button masher above all other things. I'm not doing any of the awesome combinations. I'm just hitting the buttons. Ooh, and I got an epic chest. Give me all your good stuff. I found a zine. Excellent. That is my first zine. I have no idea what it does, but I know that I want it, and that I'm happy that we found it. So yeah, so we actually see it explicitly mentioned, this idea of that exchange of things that we're good at from Valeria, but you're also just seeing it in the process of the game itself, as you're getting your introductions to each of your potential partners, and you're finding out what they can do and what they can't do, and what their characteristics are, and that has sort of smacks of this social exchange theory. And as I try to figure out who it is that I want to date long term, you can actually think about the process that social exchange theorists propose we undergo in order to select a potential match, a potential partner, and that process it plays itself out within the game. So is that? Oh, I don't think I had to come in here, but now I'm here. So we're gonna fight, you and me. Take this and that. Because apparently I'm coming in here regardless. Sorry, I just got really quiet. I didn't mean to do that. So I should learn how to talk through this. That's what I bring to the table, right? Is what I'm bringing to the table in this relationship is my ability to talk and to play games and be entertaining. And so I should probably do that instead of going silent. Alright, so the first thing that social exchange theorists propose that we do is use what they call a stimulus filter. In this filter, we're trying to figure out sort of the physically obvious things that people are bringing to the table. This is when we will look for things like, if that person are type physically, right? Do they look the way that we would want somebody to look? But also includes other demographic variables. So, for example, this is where we would filter for things like our preferred gender expression. We would see that during the stimulus filter. Do they dress the way we want to? This was where you would see some filtering on the basis of socioeconomic status as well. So this first stimulus filter is all about those easily accessible from the outside. When we talk about a stimulus in psychology, we're talking about something that you can sense using your sensory organs. And this early stimulus filter has to do with finding individuals who are a match for us based on these characteristics. And that's really, the stuff that I just talked about with social exchange theory, of finding somebody who is the sort of same level as us or a good match for our value. That is most obviously seen during the stimulus filter. I wonder if Sunder likes massages too. Right? So let's see. We're sitting in the massage chair and they massage our back. Ooh, Sunder does seem to like it. My hands are getting a good massage too. Too soon it's over and it looks like Sunder has fallen asleep. Let's have another massage. Let him sleep a little bit. He's got to be tired. This one isn't quite as effective. And Sunder is awake and stretches. He's all done now. I'm glad that he didn't want to be woken up. I think that Sunder might like vodka. Does that seem like the sort of thing that Sunder would like? I'm not sure. Red, what do you think? Do you think Sunder likes vodka? I don't know if Fred's still here, so I'm going to wait just a little bit longer, and then I might just try it, because I feel like he would like a good vodka. Let's just go for it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he loved it. Look, he even took his shirt off a little bit for me. I do know how to spoil a boy. Look at me. I'm so good. I bring that commodity to the table, quite literally. So this stimulus filter, you can almost imagine it. Jesse says he's worried about you. Who? Oh, that's my mom. Once I'm done here, I will talk to Jesse. Or talk to my mom. So, do I remember how to get into my... Oh, nope, not that button. How do I get into my phone? There we go. Mom, what's up? I'm in the dunge. Worried about you and one of your boyfriends. He won't tell me why. Are you okay, sweetie? I need advice. I'm okay, but mom advice is... see? How do I choose who to love? I'm going to pick this one because that's what we're going to do. And I wonder if my mom is going to tell me that we choose who to love much like we go shopping at the grocery store. Let's see. I'm getting popular over there. Yes, I am. I am popular, very popular, Mom. I hope you still come home in September. Well, no, maybe not. But we haven't talked about it. But you're monogamous then. Am I monogamous? Uh, I haven't really decided. I think so. No, yeah. Um, I haven't decided yet. I wish I hadn't decided yet was one of the choices here of like I don't know. I'm still working out how to date. I just went on my first date, Ma. How could I possibly know if I'm monogamous? I think so. Um, then ask who makes you happy and who makes you a better person. I wonder if I had answered not really, if she'd have given me different advice. And do what you know is the right thing. Aw, thanks, Mom. I wonder if she would still have been supportive and just given different advice. That seems interesting, and now I'm curious. This is the room I was just in. Wait, where am I going? There's a question mark over there that I don't seem to have done something with. So I'm gonna go back that way and see what that question mark is. So yeah, so you can imagine that when you are out seeking a mate, like our character in this game is, right? We are specifically looking for. Oh, right. I've I've already been in here. That's a shame. That makes me sad, and I can't break any of these. So that question mark was probably just the battle that I've already had in here. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna go this way now. So yeah, so in this game we are actively seeking relationship. So it's like we're going to the store for partner, right? We are going out shopping for a partner, and we have a list of things that we're looking for. But what's interesting is our character doesn't have a list of things that they're looking for because, of course, we're supposed to project ourselves onto the character. So it's really the list of things that we're looking for. And at first, we're presented with a fairly superficial view of each of the characters. We get to see their epic Sailor Moon transformation, and that's really cool. And we get sort of their physical characteristics. We get a tasting of their personality, but we don't get a whole lot of detail. So we are forced to use the stimulus filter to be able to start the process of choosing who we do and don't want to affiliate with on the basis of fairly limited information. All right, I'm getting all sorts of treasure chests over here. On the basis of fairly limited information, and we start to make these decisions using a very basic filter. Whoops, I didn't think I was going to find anyone here. I thought I was retracing my steps. Oh dear. Uh, we use these basic filters to start off. Who am I even going to accept for dates? Who am I going to say yes to? Would be our earliest filter. Give me some coffee. Or that's tea. I want tea. Tea is delicious. It's got bergamot. And so that's what we're doing at first. And we're seeing these beautiful transformations and getting a brief overview of personalities without doing anything terribly deep. Then, And that's the first filter, and there's evidence to show that that filter exists, right? That we do see the stimulus filter. Where am I going? Here. Oh, I just had to follow the map just a little bit further. And so there's evidence that this seems to be true. And so one of the pieces of evidence, one of the ways that they can test this is through sort of simulated dating environments. But of course, if you just tell somebody pretend that you're dating, you're going to end up with what are known as demand characteristics in your data. That is, people are not going to be as honest as you would want them to be because there are certain answers that aren't socially desirable. It's not really socially desirable to say, listen, looks matter. Looks matter to me a lot. That's not really what we expect people to say, and we've been told repeatedly that saying that sort of thing, just sort of socially, that saying that sort of thing is bad, that it's not what you should be saying. So now we're going to play some video games. Oh, I forgot I was with Isaac. Isaac doesn't play video games, but will watch me. We played pinball last time, so let's try Dog Walker. What a strange contraction. Can you walk a Shiba? It seems you can, but what is the purpose of points exactly? He's trying to figure it out, so I'm explaining high scores, and he's confused. And I run out of tokens. Video games are surely a waste of time, but I'm glad you had fun. Back to it, shall we? Yeah, back to it. How come I couldn't give him a present? It didn't even ask me if I wanted... I mean, I don't have a present that I think he would like, but I want to be asked, at least. Interesting. I am more powerful than my fears. Yes, you believe in me, and that makes me happy. Be on fire. All of you be on fire. No. I don't want to die. I want to make this person happy. Excellent. Keep fighting because he believes in me. Yes. Take that and that and no. Okay, these projectiles are problematic. Excellent. I wasn't sure either. Thanks, Isaac. You reminded me to use my heals, and that was very important. I'm very glad that you were there to remind me of those heals. So the way that these have been researched... Did I miss something? The ways that these have been researched is by doing simulated studies. So, for example, in one particular study, Oh, yep, I did. I did not get in here. What they did was they told individuals that they were going to go to basically a simulated prom, a dance, where they were going to be matched up, and they were told that they were going to be matched up with a partner on the basis of their personality characteristics. So you're going to be paired with somebody who you would be a good match for personality-wise. This is what they were told. And so they came in and they started filling out personality questionnaires. That was the first thing they did, and while they were filling out personality questionnaires, they were rated with regards to their attractiveness. Now, attractiveness, you would say, oh, well, attractiveness is subjective. How do they do that? Well, there are ways to sort of objectively rate how attractive someone is given the standards of the society in which they live, and so that's the rating scale they used to look at sort of overall attractiveness and agreement in overall attractiveness. Then they were told that they were going to be matched up on the basis of personality. They weren't. They took real personality questionnaires. Those are going to become important in a second. But they weren't actually matched on the basis of personality. Instead, they were matched entirely randomly. And then they went to a dance with this person. They had an actual dance with all the people who were in the study, and they got the opportunity to hang out with this person. And afterwards, they looked at things like, how long did the individuals spend dancing with each other? So looking at some behavioral things during the dance itself to look at things like liking and relationship development. But they also followed up with individuals from this simulated dance, because it turned out that individuals who were matched by this researcher at what was actually a simulated dance where they were randomly paired up, it turned out that they ended up dating. And so they followed things like how long their actual relationship lasts. They asked them questions as they left the dance about how much they wanted to continue to have contact with their partner to the dance. So all sorts of questions to assess liking and attraction and relationships. And what they found was that personality characteristics didn't matter at all. Because remember, they had these personality inventories, so they could look at things like personality variables and the effects that they had on people's relationships, on their desire to see somebody again, and other variables that could be then an analog of either romantic relationships or friendships. And those personality variables weren't nearly as important as attractiveness. If people were attractive, the attractiveness of the partner predicted ratings on the part of the co-partner as to how much they wanted to see that person again or have conversations with that person again, and also predicted length of relationship. So we're going to talk to Attractive Isaac here, who's looking at this beautiful sculpture, and who likes to think of cats when he's hunting or when he's fencing. So dogs are best, cats are best. I love all animals, or I'm not an animal person. I've seen what we say when I say I love all animals. But I'm allergic to cats and dogs, and I'm not going to say I'm not an animal person, so I'm actually going to do this again. And you must be a saint because you love snakes. Would I like to offer a gift? So all I have left in terms of gifts is this raspberry liqueur. And so what I have to start thinking of, and I don't know, I don't know if you're there, Red, to help me with this, to know if he would like raspberry liqueur. Um, Everybody gets to see me be indecisive about this because I don't like doing things suboptimally. It makes me anxious. I see. I just don't. I don't think that that's his thing. I don't know. I think I gotta save that for somebody else. I'm sure. Yeah. I'm torn by this because I want to give him a gift, but I just don't think I have anything that he would like, and that makes me nervous. And so I get very indecisive because I like to do things optimally. But there we have it. I did it. It's too late now. I cannot give him the gift. I'm going to give him the gift of me staying alive. Oh my gosh. Oh, dang. So yeah. So when they did this simulated date or dance, the thing that predicted whether or not they wanted to continue in a relationship, so what they would endorse, but not only that, but also how long their relationships actually lasted, was physical attractiveness, not anything else. And so that kind of validates the idea that that's one of the commodities that we trade, and that's what specifically when you're looking at men's rating. Again, in heterosexual relationships, when you look at men's rating of women and how much they want to have relationships, and then the actual behavioral lasting of relationships of people they were randomly assigned to, you saw that attractiveness mattered. But it's clearly not the only thing that matters, right? That's not the end of social exchange theory. That's just our first variable. And so then the question becomes, well, what happens next, right? What happens after we find somebody attractive? Because there are a lot of people in the world that you may find attractive, and you don't marry all of them. You have to pick somebody else, or you don't become best friends with all of them. And so what social exchange theory, money, what social exchange theory proposes is that the next thing that we do is we pass them through another filter. And that filter, where am I going? Sorry, pardon me for just a sec while I map. Why am I finding this so difficult? There it is. There's the stairs. Okay. I'm bad at maps. I'm so sorry. There we go. Okay. Okay, good. So the next filter that people are passed through is termed the value filter. According to social exchange theory, and I actually should have put this at the beginning. This is not the theory of relationship development that is sort of a leading theory or has the most evidence to it. There are elements of this that are true, but it can't only be this. So I just want to say that now, despite the fact that I'm talking about evidence for the various elements of this. So according to social exchange theorists, the next filter we pass through is a values filter. So if we think about that in the context of this game, first we say, "Oh man, that is a good looking sword," and the human's not so bad either, right? And so that's our first filter, is that stimulus filter on the basis of attractiveness and on the basis of them being swords, right? We would say, we have the option to say something in the game like, "I would like to date swords," and so that in and of itself is part of the stimulus filter. But then we learn more about people's personality, and people start to weed out individuals. So there are folks out there, I'm sure, who see Eric, who is the protagonist or the antagonist in this game, as far as I can tell, and who was the center of the controversy that we talked about in my first video on this game. First video, second video, I can't remember if I made 2 or 1. But that I talked about in that video, people may look at him and say, this is more my style in terms of physical looks. And then the question becomes, what do they do after that? And first what they do is go to a fountain and watch the water pensively. Sometimes I wonder if monsters came because of the beauty here. Even among the crash commercialism, there's something lovely and ephemeral about a fountain. True spirituality. Enjoying a moment of light water. So I want to say I understand completely, or let's see. I'm going to say I understand completely. Always wanted to share a quiet moment with someone like me. Aww, hearts. Now we're going to go spend the rest of the time in the dungeon. So let's go. Oh, wait. That looks like a chest over here. Excellent. Give me good stuff. I need money so I can take people to the ballet. That's what I want to do. I want to take people out on dates. That's why I'm playing this game. Alright, so our next filter is our values filter. And when we pass individuals through this filter, now we have folks who we may find physically attractive and that we may have as a match. And this applies to both our romantic relationships and our friendships, by the way. And so in this filter, we would look at, literally it is what it sounds like. We would look at our values and their values and how they align and if they align. This theory suggests that we want to be with people, whether it is in romantic relationships or friendships, who share our values. And this can include things like sharing religious beliefs, but also sharing just general values about the world. So what sorts of things we should do for people, how we should treat people, parenting values can come in here, or whether or not you want to be a parent at all can fall into here. So that's what this filter is all about. This filter is all about finding people who are a value-based match for you. Not necessarily personality yet, right? So we're not talking about personality. We're specifically talking about the things that people think are important in the world. So actually their values. And there's some evidence for, ooh, that old technology symbolizes change, he thinks. Yeah, probably. So this is the idea, right, that as we're in relationships, we find out who the person really is. And we see in this game, we see that sort of thing developing over time as we have more and more interactions with the swords. We start to gain a better understanding of their personality and start to know who they quote unquote really are, instead of just our initial impressions. Oh, I'm so sorry, Red Fighter. I accidentally put the chat in emoji only. Oh, wait, what did I just do? In emoji only mode. And no wonder that you haven't been able to answer any of my questions. I'm so sorry. Give me just a second as I figure out how to undo that. I think I have to log into chat and then click the button. Do /emote maybe? Emoji? How do I turn off emoji only chat on Twitch? Sorry, I'm so sorry, people. I have to type in to turn off emoji only. There we go. Okay, Red Fighter, you can talk now. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience. As I realized that. And why you weren't weren't talking. I'm so sorry. All right, so our value filter as we narrow down individuals and how it applies to this game. So you're presented with a ooh. I haven't been here before. I don't think the music has changed. I don't think I've successfully been here before. Oh my, you said people gonna die? Yep, yep I am. This is scary. So so how do we see this value filter play out in the game? Well, as we have interactions with individuals, we start to learn things about them that may be upsetting to us. So we learn, for instance, that Sunder isn't very good at being monogamous, and that may be upsetting to us. It may not, though. You may just be like, yeah, that's cool with me. And it totally is for me for playing a game like this. I think that that's a great. I think polyamory is just wonderful to positively represent in a game. And that's what I'm not sure of. I'm not sure we've seen it positively represented yet. Folks have warned you against hanging out with Sunder. I found a mall gate key. Excellent. And I wonder if that's because it's taking a stance against polyamory, or if it's simply because they wanted you to go in with your eyes open, which I think is important. And it actually is very important in the polyamorous community. Oh, speaking of consent and things, I have to walk into this. I have to immediately touch this, but I have found a weapon. I found a new weapon! What is that? Find a strange gadget. Fits into my hand smoothly, but I'm not sure how to use it.
Press that button, we will learn more.
Push the button! Ow! And its flyer flares to life. Transform, but all you've done is transform into a lightsaber. Are you going to turn into a person for me? Oh, very nice already. Yes, hello. Oh, you did finger hearts. I automatically love you even more. I feel slow, like I took a really... Oh, he's talking.
Like I took a really long nap.
Well,
Maybe I have a screw loose. Literally.
You did take a really long nap.
Who are you both? What day is it?
So let's fill him in. Yep, this is everything I know, and you've been kidnapped, probably.
I've been down here 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Well, thanks for waking me up. I'm 7.
Good to meet you, 7.
I should probably let my agent know where I've been.
Your agent? Your agent? You have an agent?
Yeah. No comment.
Oh, well then.
But I know I owe you one. How about a coffee later?
Yeah, let's do coffee. I'm a bit overbooked, but you two should go without me. Oh, see, Isaac is so cool with us getting some coffee. So, we just met a person, and right now we can only apply, the only filter that we can apply to this person is that initial filter. It's the stimulus filter, because all we know is what we've seen. We have a very little bit of information that suggests that they might be like a pop star or something, or an actor maybe, because they have an agent. And I know that they gave finger hearts, and I love finger hearts. And even that aspect of, like, I love finger hearts, and I'm glad that I saw somebody giving finger hearts, that starts to go into a values filter very slightly. Very, very slightly. But mostly, we just have stimulus filter. We have, I enjoy the person's looks and like their style. So let's get some massages. Yeah, Isaac is considering them. They look acceptable. Oh, Isaac took a course in massage therapy. I would prefer you to give me a massage. This will be lovely. You think he might be blushing. Oh, a hand massage. Oh, I love a hand massage. It feels so good. And he's working the tension out. When he's finished, you feel deep lethargy, but a renewed flexibility too. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you, Isaac. Should I try? My turn. Oh, amateur masseuse can do damage. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's like, nah, you can't do that because you're bad. You're not going to be able to do it. I don't have any gifts to give you. I offered you the gift of massage, but you declined because you thought I would hurt people, which is probably for the best. I have no idea how good of massages I am in this game, but it's probably not very. Ah! Okay. I am getting deep in here, and have no clue what I'm doing. Ah! Don't spike me. All right, excellent. We're doing all right here. So, as we're going through the game, we start to apply a value filter. So we find those things out about Sunder, and you find out things. So you initially actually immediately find out about Eric, the things that the game wants you to start disliking him for. Things like he doesn't like weapons. He doesn't believe in wielding, and he looks down upon other people at least a little bit. Right, so you immediately start to identify some of those values and be able to start evaluating whether somebody's personality and somebody's presentation matches up with your values. And even though what's interesting is that even though it is a video game, people often project their values onto the game, and so don't want to do things like hang out with somebody who they find morally reprehensible. And that actually was probably part of the... Ah, no! I'm gonna die. There's too many of them. No. No, it's going dark. Die, die, die. Oh, no. No, no. I am out of heals. I can do this. I can do this. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. Don't let me get caught in a corner. I'm gonna live. Die, phones. Ah! Precision can save us, but I was not precise. Oh, but look at all the things that I killed in the process. Sorry, I had to get hyper-focused there. But I killed all those things, and I found so many vaults and hangouts. And my love rank. Oh, and my wielder level's going up. That's right, I forgot that I experience up, too. I don't actually know what wielder level gets me. I don't know the benefits, but look at all these levels I am amassing. It suddenly thinks that I am much better at this game than I actually am. But hey, I did the good, and now I have another sword to train with as well. Ooh, as I leave the dungeon, I don't mean to overthink things, but something's not right. Why would that sword have slept for weeks? I think he was under a spell. Maybe. Either way, let's keep an eye out. I'll let you know if I see or hear anything. So I'm heading home. Yeah, I think something strange is going on here. Most definitely. Let's check our phone. So first, let's check on 7. 7 is okay. So thanks again. Doctor says any damage I took will heal itself soon. So what are you up to? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Do you want that coffee that you said we could have? Let's get some coffee. And we'll be at Kix. Okay, this guy is very not interested, and that's interesting to me for this game, right? Jesse tells me you have a very attractive friend. I don't want to pry, but is it serious? I don't know. Which very attractive friend? I don't know who you're talking about. I have many very attractive friends now. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Nice. I guess that saying is about marriage. Is it really though? That's not about marriage. Isn't that like a story about? Isn't that about violence and war and things like that? Maybe I misunderstand that quote. Isaac wants to spar with me, and his office has been quiet, so we'll get a fencing lesson, and all I get to say is "En garde, prêt, allez." That's right. We'll come and be ready. And what is Thunder thinking about? Thunder has made a decision. Uh-oh, for sure. Of what? I don't want you to die. Thanks? That's a really random thing. So you want to hang out? Summer nights are the best. No death allowed. Stabby stab. Okay. I mean that's kind of a nice thing to say, right? That I am invested in you staying alive. And here we got Valeria. Yeah, I'm up. Oh, new phone who dis? I can new phone her. Thanks for making the museum for fun. Oh, that's right. I could do that because things got awkward and she invited me back home. I want to see you again, but need to think. Let's just dunge for a while. Let's stabby stab. Let's do it. Mind meeting me again? Oh, there's another one. I'll explain some things, please. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. We can meet again. Here's a hint for where to find me. That's I love how cryptic that is. It's like here, look. Oh, I can. I didn't realize I can do that. I was just clicking at random. That's awesome. So yeah, first we zine. Oh wait, I haven't crafted my zine yet. So I can craft zines now. Just one. Oh, I need more red fabric. Okay, well let's see what else I can do. I can make a cap, a fried mackerel. I guess I'm gonna meet somebody who likes fishies. I can make pepperoni pizza, an anime T-shirt, a bike helmet, a gourmet cupcake. Which one of these do I think Isaac is gonna like? A teddy bear? No. A leather jacket? No. But fashion zine is not for him. I've already made rose bracelet. That that yeah, I've already made those. Oh, I've got to go back, not forward. This one I don't have things for. No, no, no. He said he doesn't have a sweet tooth. He had the I don't remember, but it was some sort of fruit. An anime T-shirt, a pepperoni pizza, a fried mackerel. Yet none of these strike me as things that he would like. So I'm actually gonna first go shopping and then at least make my zine because I believe I can buy fabric here. I love the music. So let's buy a couple things of fabric. That should be good. And go back to my house. Eric, do you have anything to say to me? Are you going to show me your awesome sword? No, no, you have nothing. You have nothing for me. Later, Gator. So he's got nothing for me right now. So yeah, so then we have that values filter that we put people through. No, 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 I don't want to go to the mall yet. And so that's what we're getting as we go through each of these stages, right? And I think that that's ultimately how the game is going to force, for lack of a better word. Oh, I need glue too. Sorry. Kind of force us to make a decision. I don't think we'll get to the final filter that is proposed by social exchange theory. And that final filter is a roll filter. So the idea behind the roll filter, I better still have enough money for those ballet tickets. The idea behind the roll filter is that we should also select, and it proposes that we do also select our. Oh, oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad. Well, I'll at least go to. I'll at least go to the ballet, I guess, since I can't go to the. No, I really want to go to the opera. I want to go to the opera so bad, and I only need $4 more. Ah. Okay, you know what? No, I'm getting the ballet tickets. They're a traveling company. I think they're going to leave soon. Maybe I will invite. Yeah, maybe Isaac will like the ballet. Yeah, I think so. All right, let's go make our zine, and then let's go on some dates, right? So the final filter, as we're going through to make our zine, the final filter is a roles filter. Zine, here. And I have to remember what I'm doing. Fashion zine. Let's make our fashion zine. And what this filter is about is trying to match up on the basis of personality variables. And it doesn't say that our personality has to be the same, but rather that you either have similarity or you have complementarity. And so it depends on the feature whether or not you want to actually be similar to each other or whether you want to complement each other. So, for example, if you think about some of the personality traits that are associated are in one of the leading trait theories of personality, it's known as the Big Five. So if we think about things like level of neuroticism, what neuroticism is my propensity to experience negative emotions. So it can be viewed as sort of emotional stability, or on its when it's high, it's emotional stability, and when it's low, um, creates a decoy. Let's try that. And when it's low, you see emotional lability. That means your emotions are more likely to change in response to experiences, to things that happen to us. So We have who are we gonna go on a date of first? Let's date the new person first, so that we can apply one of our filters. So I see Seven is sitting alone, poking at his phone. Oh, it's you.
Hey.
Hey, putting away his phone. So
Uh,
what's your favorite Blade Generation album? Um, what's Blade Generation? Oh, he thinks I'm
oh.
being funny, but I'm not being funny. Oh, oh, he's in a K-pop band. Double platinum. No biggie though. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of music. Monster killing takes a
Hmm.
lot of my time because I have issues. Yeah, as I get better, it'll take less time and maybe I'll have fewer issues, right? I'll work through my emotions, like therapy with a sword. I don't need an autograph. Would I like to offer the pop star a gift? What do I have? I I have no idea if you're gonna like any of those. No, I'm not gonna offer you a gift. So we're done here. Can we done
Mhm.
sometime? Yeah, we can try, I guess, but Seven is shrugging, pretty busy, and have to prep for the comeback in
Ah.
the fall. Oh, my agent would be angry. No, you should dunge with us. Is something wrong? I mean, not really, but
Ah.
they used the wrong milk. What kind? I asked for oat, but I'm not going to complain, that's for sure. Okay,
What?
well, wait, why is she coming over here? Cover for me. Oh, here she is. Oh, I love Olivia. And Olivia recognizes you as Seven, and there's panic in his eyes. Um, and I'm gonna say, uh, he's shaking his. He wants me to fib for him. You're nope. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god! Blade
Oh
Generation is
no.
in Verona!
Oh
Huh?
no. Oh no. Oh. Are you
Yeah.
okay? Oh.
Later.
But now you'll dunge with me, I guess. But like, I feel so bad. When finishing a combo in Energy Bolt, you have Chain Lightning? Oh, how wonderful. I love your Chain Lightning. No, I don't want to head home. Why am I home? I have more dates. Oh, poor Seven. The beach. No, you don't like the beach? I was just thinking it would be a place where we wouldn't find as many people. I guess he doesn't like the beach. You know what? The funny thing is, I don't like the beach either. I am I'm one of those people who really agrees with Anakin Skywalker when he says that sand gets everywhere. So now we know a little bit more about his personality, right? We know that he's avoiding people. He doesn't want to. He's not soaking up his fame. He's trying to avoid it. And so we can decide whether or not that's something that we value in a person, or whether we want him to be open with his fame and nicer to his fans, for example. But we haven't gotten the role. We have some information about personality in terms of things
Hey,
like levels of neuroticism, and that those personality variables. And oh, Sunder and Mandy are sitting on a dune. Sunder appears to be drinking. Woo! Are we
oh,
celebrating? Yeah, being alive is the best. Well, you did just tell me that you wanted us to be, wanted me to be alive. Mandy does not recommend being alive. Oh, most people are dead statistically, and that's a lot of people. Oh man, he's waxing philosophical and talking about the number
hmm.
of ghosts. That is a lot of ghosts. Oh man, he's digging on the ghosts now. Are you trying to be more goth
Yeah.
than me? Really anti-goth right now. Keep it up. Living is like the VIP section in the universe. Why are we talking about death now? You just told me too that you didn't want me to die, right? What about books and mountains? They're not alive, but they're way better than people. I don't know if they're better than people. What about you, PsychTricks? Do you think about death often? Um, I didn't get a chance to answer that, so we just get to chat. And now Mandy is going to go get some food and looks at me. Um, yeah. Let's get a snack.
Hey.
Cut it out, Mandy. Oh, wait, am I the snack? Oh, that's right. He's got the red vampire eyes. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. He's a vampire, so I don't really want to lie. So, what hobby? Just go home, Mandy. Oh, suit yourself. Well, I want you to tell me about the hobby. Can you please tell me about, being... What hobby? I don't want to talk about it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, I'm not going to push you if you don't want to talk about it. Aw, his hands aren't any warmer, but the friction helps me. Oh, hello. Why, thank you. And I've got some cool shades I can wear. There we go. You got me a little gift. Yes, you took off your jacket. That's how you got me a little gift. Thank you. And I know you said you wanted the truth. I've been thinking about that. I guess I still have some things I'm not ready to talk about. And he's cold now. Let's just forget about... Oh, he's so cold. I'm so sorry. You were so sweet, though, to give me your jacket, but now you are naked from the waist up. And he puts his jacket back on. Before Mandy ran her mouth, I had so much fun with you tonight. Usually around now I get the summertime blues. Aw, but he's feeling alive with us. Yay! And bleeding does more damage. Excellent. Excellent. Let's do that. I'm so glad we can get rid of some of your dark thoughts, or at least that they don't weigh you down anymore. Oh. Oh, do we want to invite him up? Oh, but I want to still be friends for just a little bit. I'm gonna do that. Oh, we cannot some net TV or talk on the bed. I'm not ready, Sunder. Not until you... I'll be here waiting for you. Not until you're ready to be honest with me. Like, I don't want to take you to my bed until you're open and honest with me. That has to do with my value filter. We're even cooler the more he gets to know us. That's wonderful. Even when I make you mad, so thanks. Let's send him a rose. Let's dunge. Yes, let's dunge. I like dunging with you. There's much less pressure and decision making. But first, let's put on our brand spanking new sunglasses. Haha, I look so good. And I have the leather jacket was for me. Check me out. I love it. My leather jacket and sunglasses are coming with me on my next date. Who am I going on a date with again? Let's go on a date. Let's go meet Valeria with our leather jacket and sunglasses. I look so cute. Oh, she doesn't look very happy. Hey. She's happy to see us. Okay, she's just not happy to see the ducks. Wasn't sure if we were going to show up. I asked you to go home for... Yeah, you did ask me for all the wrong reasons. And I would have walked you home, but I didn't think that it would have been. I wish I'd been. I don't know. You seem angry. Yeah, if you would tell me the quacking interrupts her. Oh, man. No, I don't feed the ducks because they get sick. Well, but I like ducks. I just wouldn't feed them things that would make them sick. So I am actually. Oh, my friend lost a finger to a duck. Oh dear. Well, you shouldn't feed bread to ducks anyway. Is that really true? She lips twist. Okay, maybe I exaggerated. Promise not to laugh. It didn't happen to a friend. It was me. Aw, she's got a scar from a duck. I could kiss it better. There you go. See, all better now. You don't have to hate on the ducks. After a long moment, she pulls her hands back. Excellent. The sound of cackling interrupts our moment. I can't believe you did that in front of the ducks. Would you like to offer her a gift? Do I think that she would like the raspberry liqueur? Maybe? Or the teddy bear? What do I think? Oh, you know what? Now I can ask you, Red, if you're still here. What do we think that she would like? Do you think we have anything that she would like? blep isn't an answer. I think that might be from earlier. Do you think we have anything that she would like? Um, I don't think we do. Like, I can't see anything in this that I'm like, oh man, this screams Valeria. I'm so indecisive. No, I'm not going to. I don't think that any of these do. And we'll go on a date without duck risk. So now what do we have? We can do backstab to confused enemies, and I can roll further. Oh no, now I can keep enemies confused longer and backstab them. Excellent. Right, I remember I was going to awkwardly explain Jake. You don't have to if you don't want to, but she wants to. That guy, his name is Jake, and I dated him a couple of years. And his sister at the same time. They both knew it. Dual wielding? Oh, I like that. um, it is a lot of, I bet you it's a lot of work. You have to be really good at communication. Thought you'd be together. 3 artists. And same goals and believed in the same things. What sorts of things? Beauty and love. But Jessica wanted more, not from the relationship, just recognition, adventure, and Valeria wants stability. So moved here for a fresh start, and Jake followed her. He's really a good person, right? But, yeah, you guys argue a whole lot. I understand it's complicated, but something's weird, right? Jake has been following us around. You need to talk to him, and what's going on? Oh, you got me a gift. Look at me. I've got a beret. That's really sweet. Thank you. Love to show you your work sometime. Yes, I really want to see your work. See, but see, you think that I want to do that because I want to bring you to bed or something. Really, I like to engage with my friends' works. I think that would be fun. Before you come over, I gotta clean. Oh yeah, that is the story of my life. Is that it'll never be clean, but I have to clean before anybody is allowed to show up because it is a mess. Ooh, some cool art. I don't know if I've found this, but it looks cool. I love murals. Let's check it out sometime. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And Sunder, what do you have to say? You're sending me hearts? What's up, Sunder? Do you have things to tell me? No, it's not too much. You can send me hearts. Oh, and roses. And that's it. Okay, hearts and roses for you. Hearts and roses to you too. Now who am I going to see? I'm going to see Isaac. I should look more conservative when I see Isaac. Let's dress the part. There we go. And let's wear a flower. I am so pretty with my flower. All right, let's go see Isaac now. So what they've actually found when it comes to this personality... Oh, complementarity. I forgot to explain complementarity because I've been going on all of my dates.
Well, hello.
They also suggest that we're looking for is a partner that complements us on traits that it would be appropriate to have a complement on. So if one partner, and this is the most common example, if one partner is more dominant and domineering, having a partner who is more submissive would be a good pairing. If one person is very spontaneous and uh, uh, maybe more disorganized, then the other partner being more organized and more responsible maybe will make for a good match, at least according to this role filter. Okay, so today we're going to riposte. After parry, a riposte lets you thrust in return. He glances at the door and back at you. Go ahead and show me. I am going to attack left. Did I do a good job? He deflects easily and pokes me in the shoulder. Ah. Since you held off, I needed to extend further to riposte. See? A riposte turns the attacker's energy back upon them. Oh, so I should have lunged there so he could show me a better riposte. Here, I'll attack you. Parry and then step forward. Are you okay? You're very pensive today. You're distracted indeed. Yeah, let's have some refreshments. My father has finished a hostile takeover of my firm. Oh no. And discredited you with the board. But it's your place. Oh. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, good night, Red Fighter. Um. Oh, disowned him and cut off contact. That's really hard. Oh man. That sounds
Right.
really frustrating. But I'm really glad I talked to you. You didn't burden me at all. Oh. So, okay. So, what are we doing? We can roll to counterattack. Then we have riposte's timing is more forgiving. Hold any heavy attack to charge up into more powerful attack and either wither further damage area or reduce charge time. Well, I don't use my heavy attack as much as I should, so I'm going to go with that. Soldier stock, be comfortable while I sort out what to do next. A bit like starting over. Oh, man. Or I could make a house call for a uniquely talented person. Um, oh, no. Ugh. I don't want to say not interested, but yes. I'm too strong of a temptation. Yeah. That's true. Yes, yes, I get that. Um, we won't go all the way. No, I just don't want to. I just wanted you to hang out and fence with me. Um, take my time and think about it. No, I just wanted you. I got kisses. Oh, maybe I've accidentally selected a person by by the limits of the game because he's been dreaming about me. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't mean it. I were healing broken weapons of all kinds. Me too. It was lovely. Oh, that's so sweet. Like that's one heck of a compliment. That is really sweet. All right, so the final filter is the role filter, right? That idea that we should be with somebody who complements our personality traits, um, or who matches our personality traits and then complements other aspects. And what we find is that um, actually this doesn't happen. So especially this particular filter, it actually seems more like these pairings are random. Instead of, so there's a little bit of evidence for similarity in personality styles, but it's actually very small. And there is no evidence for personalities that are complementary at all. Uh, it's just completely, it seems to be completely random how we end up with who we end up with. So social exchange theory has some evidence that makes it quite compelling, but many researchers would argue that the process of pairing off in romantic relationships isn't as rational as social exchange makes it sound. Let's dunge with 7. Um, let's start on floor 5. Yeah, let's do it. Just for giggles. Although I just realized I'm not very strong with them, but I've never started in at floor 5 before, so
I'm going to trust you. Be careful.
I will be careful, but I'm going to die because I just realized that you're a level 1. We're level 1 together. Ooh. And I just decided to take you to a deeper level of the dungeon. So I wonder if I can go back up the elevator. I wonder if that's a thing. Oh, a zine. Excellent. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about when it came to. Let's check the elevator, and then I'm gonna sort of sign off. Um, where's the elevator? I'm lost. I'm so lost. That's what I wanted to talk about when it came to. Oh, I can. Yeah, leave. Skip that. Uh, when it comes to relationships and social exchange, we'll end off on the beach. Let's go to the beach so that we can sign off. Capulet Beach, here in beautiful Verona, um, where we in beautiful Verona or in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. I think it is. So yeah, so I wanted to talk about relationships and how we're selecting individuals because we're following a lot of what social exchange series suggests that we would do when we play this game, when it's not real life. That is, we first start off by deciding to ourselves, is this person attractive to me? And if they are, I'm going to pursue more time with them in the dungeon so that I can advance the relationship. But after that happens, we then turn around and start looking at our values and whether or not the person matches those values. And finally, um, we don't really do much of role filter because this requires us to need to interact with the person and to compliment them, and our character is a blank slate. So we tend to find people who are much more similar to us. We don't need to have that complementarity because we're not going to actually have to interact with each other and have a person who is really well suited for us in terms of living together for a long time. And so, if you followed all of these filters, you will end up with somebody who is a really well suited person who you have the same level of social capital for, but this doesn't seem to be what actually happens. In real life, but it does seem to be at least what we're starting to do in this game. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So thank you for watching, and I will catch y'all later.